Hello students, good morning. I am Parul Patel from Sisesa Sarvajanik English High School. Today I am going to teach standard 9th students about English and my topic is figures of speech. Right? Before going to this, let me tell you, you might be confused little one that till date you might have studied about direct and indirect speech, parts of speech. Today we are going to see figures of speech. Okay, what is figures of speech? This is quite new for you. You might have not studied in primary. What is figures of speech? So figures of speech that is used in poetry mostly. In prose also it is used to create the effect in the writing. It is used by the poets or the writers. They want to bring kind of effect. They want to make their poetry more effective. For that purpose, they use figures of speech. So what is figures of speech? Figures of speech is an intentional deviation. Intentional deviation from ordinary language. From ordinary language. Generally we use ordinary language. But figures of speech is an intentional, means the poet have used some words, some tricks, some techniques to make their poetry effect but intentionally. And that's why figures of speech is an intentional deviation from ordinary language which is used to create effect. Okay, so I think it is clear for you guys. Now let us see. You will not be asked in the exam that what is figures of speech. Yes, you will be asked about figures of speech. Which figures of speeches are there? So there are more than 20 figures of speech and today I am going to teach you few figures of speech. Let us see. Number one, I would like to start from easy to hard so that you will be able to understand that what is figures of speech exactly, right? Number one is simile. Okay. Simile. So what is simile? Let me tell you what is simile. In simile we find there is comparison. Comparison between two objects, things or person. Okay, so what will be the definition? Definition of simile is like this, that direct comparison. This word is very important. Direct comparison. Comparison is the direct comparison is made between two objects, two persons. Either one person and with one object, something like that is compared, but directly it is compared. So a direct comparison is made between two objects, things, persons, okay, in which at least one quality is similar. At least one quality is similar. One quality, not all qualities are similar, but at least one quality is similar. That is called simile. A direct comparison is there between two objects, persons or things in which at least one quality is similar. Okay, let me explain you more with example. Let us see example. Life is like an ice cream. Generally we use this sentence that life is like an ice cream. Life is like an ice cream. So life is compared with an ice cream. So which quality is similar? Similarity. Which quality is similar, that we have to find out. And generally in simile you will find the word like and the another word is as is used. So that is kind of hint for you that is used for describing simile. So life is like an ice cream. life is compared with an ice cream, in which we have two objects. This is, we can say, life is compared with an ice cream. Okay, so the quality of here melting. Life also melts, but here how does life melt? Life melts, that life passes on and on. Time fleets on and on. Okay, likewise ice cream also melts as the time passes. So that thing is compared over here. So this is called simile. One more example. He fights like a lion in the war. Okay. He fights like a lion. Here he is compared with lion. Okay. So he fights. Which quality is it? Similar quality, that is fighting. Okay. Fighting. In fighting, he is compared with lion. So in he and between he and lion, one quality is similar. That is represented by the word lion. Okay. So in fighting, he fights like a lion. Only one quality is similar. Right. So now I think simile might be understood by you properly. Now let us see second one. Second is metaphor. Metaphor. Okay, what is metaphor? In metaphor also we have comparison. So what is compared here? In simile we had direct comparison, while in metaphor we have indirect comparison. What is indirect comparison? Indirect comparison is made between two objects, persons, things in which at least one quality is similar, but comparison is indirect. Comparison is indirect. Okay. Let us see. So here the word like and as won't be used. Let us see. I would like to go with the previous example so that it will be defined to you very nicely. He is a lion in fight. He is a lion in fight. See, here the word like and as is omitted, but he is compared with a lion. Again, which quality? That is fighting. In the quality of fight, he is compared with lion. Right? Understood? So this is metaphor. I think you might have understood both these figures of speech. In simile we have direct comparison. In metaphor we have indirect comparison. Right? Let us move ahead. Number 3. That is alliteration. Okay. What is an alliteration? What is an alliteration? So alliteration, when a consonant sound is repeated. A consonant sound. Which sound? Consonant. Consonant sound. Here we are talking about sound. Consonant sound is repeated initially in words in the same line, in the same line. That is called alliteration. You might be aware about, we all are aware about vowel and consonant. So consonant sound is k, k, g, g. Okay. So these kind of sounds are sounds are initially. Consonant sounds are repeated. usually used to create a musical effect. Musical effect. Okay. Let us see example. Example. Yes. Okay. This is the line which I have taken from the poem of Robert Burns. This line is not written or produced by me, but this is a line from the poet. He has written the poem. Robert Burns has written the poem, and from that poem I have taken this line that my love is like a red, red rose. So, where is that? As like word is that? Okay, let us revise something. So, this is an example of simile also, because love is compared with rose. Which rose? Rose, red rose, right? So, my love is compared. Okay, we are talking about alliteration. Alliteration. Okay, so what is the definition which I gave? That is, consonant sounds are repeated initially in the words. Okay, consonant sounds. Okay, love in love, love in like. So here we have love and like, and in which love sound is repeated. Generally, sound is written in this bar. So love sound is repeated in words like love and like. Another, that love sound is repeated in the words like red and rose. Which is the other sound which is repeated over here? That is, love sound is repeated in the words like red and rose. This way, this is alliteration. This is the example with which I have explained. I hope that you might have understood 3 figures of speech. Rest of the figures of speech I am going to discuss when we meet